Imagine stepping outside, taking a deep breath, and unknowingly inhaling something that could harm you. This is the reality for 9 out of 10 people worldwide. Almost everyone on the planet is breathing polluted air every single day. It's a silent, invisible threat that doesn't discriminate, affecting people in every corner of the globe. Air pollution isn't just a problem for big distant cities, it drifts across rural farmlands, seeps into quiet suburban neighborhoods, and even lingers over peaceful countryside landscapes. No matter where you live, this invisible danger is present, quietly infiltrating the air we all share. On average, we take about 20,000 breaths every single day. With each inhale, we draw in not just oxygen, but also a cocktail of pollutants that can silently damage our lungs and overall health. Most of us never stop to think about what's really entering our bodies with every breath. The consequences are staggering. Air pollution is now recognized as a major public health crisis, contributing to millions of premature deaths each year. Hospitals see a constant stream of patients suffering from respiratory distress, heart problems, and other illnesses directly linked to the air they breathe. The danger lies in the tiniest of particles, PM2.5. These microscopic pollutants are so small that they can slip past our body's natural defenses, bypassing the nose and throat to reach deep into our lungs. Invisible to the naked eye, they float in the air all around us, waiting to be inhaled. Once inside, these particles don't just stop at the lungs. They can travel even further, entering our bloodstream and triggering inflammation throughout the body. Over time, this can lead to chronic diseases, worsen existing conditions, and silently erode our health from within. The damage often begins long before any symptoms appear. A quiet cough, a slight shortness of breath, or a feeling of fatigue may be the first signs. For the elderly, children, and those with pre-existing conditions, the risks are even greater, making air pollution a hidden danger for the most vulnerable among us. So the next time you step outside, pause for a moment. Consider what you're really inhaling. Is the air around you as clean as it looks, or is there an invisible threat lurking, waiting to affect your health in ways you might not notice until it's too late? The connection between air quality and lung health is direct and undeniable. Studies have shown that even short-term exposure to polluted air can cause measurable harm, while long-term exposure can lead to lasting, sometimes irreversible damage. Paying attention to this invisible world is essential. Our ability to breathe freely, to live healthy lives, depends on the quality of the air we share. By understanding the risks and taking steps to protect ourselves and our communities, we can work towards a future where every breath is safe and clean. Chronic respiratory diseases like asthma and COPD aren't fleeting. They're lifelong battles that millions of people face every single day. These conditions don't simply come and go, they persist, shaping daily routines and often dictating what someone can or cannot do. For those affected, every breath can feel like a challenge, a reminder of the invisible struggle happening inside their bodies. Imagine waking up and feeling as though you're breathing through a straw, or that your chest is weighed down by an invisible force. For many, this is a daily reality. Even simple activities, walking upstairs, playing with children, or laughing with friends, can become exhausting, sometimes even frightening experiences. Clean air is a lifeline, especially for those already living with these conditions. The difference between a good day and a bad day can often come down to the quality of the air they breathe. When the air is clean, lungs can function more freely and life feels a little lighter. Our lungs are like incredibly delicate filters working tirelessly to keep our bodies supplied with oxygen. But when we're constantly exposed to pollutants like car exhaust, industrial emissions, or even cigarette smoke, these fine filters become clogged and damaged over time. The result, lungs that struggle to do their job and bodies that pay the price. For sensitive individuals, such as children, the elderly, or those with pre-existing conditions, this damage can happen much faster. Their airways become inflamed, swollen, and tight, making it even harder to breathe. Every exposure to dirty air adds up, increasing the risk of severe attacks and long-term complications. The risks start even before birth. Exposure to pollution during pregnancy and early childhood can stunt lung development, making kids more vulnerable for life. These early years are critical, and damage done now can't always be undone later. That's why protecting children from dirty air is so crucial. Their lungs are still growing, and every breath of clean air helps build a stronger, healthier future. When we shield them from pollution, we're not just preventing illness today, we're investing in their lifelong well-being. But clean air isn't just for the sick or the young, it's a universal necessity. Every person, regardless of age or health, deserves the right to breathe air that won't harm them. It's fundamental to our quality of life, our happiness, and our ability to thrive. Our lungs work tirelessly, day and night, from our very first breath to our last. Giving them clean air is the most basic support we can offer. It's a simple act with profound effects, helping us feel energized, focused, and alive. Clean air keeps lung tissue healthy, eases the immune system's burden, and helps every organ in our body function as it should. When our lungs are protected, our whole body benefits, from our heart to our brain and even our mood. Clean air is not a luxury, it's essential for everyone. By working together to reduce pollution and protect our environment, we can ensure that every generation has the chance to breathe easy and live life to the fullest. Imagine checking the air quality index every morning, knowing a high reading could confine you indoors. For those with chronic lung conditions, polluted air can trigger terrifying flare-ups. Tight chests, breathlessness, relentless coughing. Dirty air is a direct trigger, inflaming airways and making breathing feel like sipping a thick milkshake through a straw. High pollution days mean more medication, more risk, and more anxiety. The constant threat leads to social isolation and emotional strain. Everyday pleasures, like a walk in the park, become sources of worry. This is the hidden cost of air pollution, a daily struggle for millions. Clean air isn't just about comfort, it's about reclaiming freedom and joy. For many, it's the difference between living and merely coping. Where does air pollution come from? Mostly it's a byproduct of modern life. Traffic is a major culprit. Exhaust fumes fill the air with harmful gases and PM2. 5. Industry and power plants release pollutants that can travel for miles. Even at home, wood stoves, barbecues, and certain fertilizers add to the mix. Natural sources like pollen and dust storms play a role too. Air pollution is the result of specific human activities, which means we can change it. Tackling pollution at its source is the only way to ensure cleaner, safer air for all. When you breathe polluted air, tiny particles bypass your nose's defenses and reach deep into your lungs. Your immune system attacks these invaders, causing inflammation. Occasional exposure leads to temporary inflammation, but constant exposure makes it chronic. Chronic inflammation scars lung tissue, reducing elasticity and efficiency. In asthma, airways become hyperresponsive. In COPD, lung damage is often irreversible. Pollutants can even enter your bloodstream, causing systemic inflammation. This increases the risk of heart disease, stroke, and dementia. The lungs are the front line, but the whole body suffers. Protecting your lungs from pollution protects your entire health. Clean air is vital for every system in your body. Imagine your lungs as upside-down trees, their branches spreading wide inside your chest. Each breath you take travels down these branches, reaching the very tips where life truly begins. At the end of every branch are millions of tiny air sacs called alveoli. These microscopic bubbles are where the magic happens. Oxygen from the air you breathe in passes through their delicate walls and enters your bloodstream, while carbon dioxide, a waste product, is sent out with every exhale. This exchange is constant, silent, and absolutely vital. The quality of the air you breathe directly affects how well this system works. Clean air, free from pollutants and irritants, keeps your lungs running smoothly like a well-oiled machine. It means your body gets the oxygen it needs to power your muscles, your brain, and every cell. When you inhale fresh, unpolluted air, your lungs can deliver oxygen efficiently, fueling your body for movement, thought, and healing. Deep, clean breaths help you feel more energized, focused, and alive. In environments with clean air, the risk of chronic inflammation in your lungs drops dramatically. Inflammation is your body's response to irritants, and over time it can damage delicate lung tissue. But when the air is pure, your lungs can rest and the healing process can begin. With less inflammation, your lung tissue has a chance to repair itself. Breathing becomes easier and you may notice less coughing, wheezing, or shortness of breath. Of course, some lung damage, especially from years of exposure to pollution or smoking, can be permanent. But even then, giving your lungs a break from harmful air can slow further damage and improve your quality of life. The body's ability to repair itself is truly remarkable. For people with asthma or other respiratory conditions, moving to a cleaner environment can mean fewer attacks, less reliance on medication, and a greater sense of freedom. Families who relocate to areas with cleaner air often notice immediate improvements. Children play outside more, adults sleep better, and everyone breathes a little easier. Our lungs are dynamic organs, constantly adapting to their environment. When given a break from pollutants, they can recover, regaining some of their lost function and resilience. Even a short period of cleaner air, like after a rainstorm or during a holiday when traffic is low, can make a noticeable difference in how you feel. Clean air also gives your immune system a chance to stand down. Without constant exposure to irritants, your body can focus on true threats rather than fighting off pollution every day. This means your lungs can function at their best, supporting you through every stage of life, from childhood to old age. Giving your lungs a break is like letting them rest and rebuild, preparing you for whatever comes next. It's a gift you give your body every time you choose clean air. The benefits are real and immediate: better breathing, more energy, improved mood, and a greater ability to enjoy life's adventures. Whether you're young or old, active or at rest, clean air helps you live more fully with every breath you take. Clean air isn't just a luxury, it's the foundation for healthy lungs, a strong body, and a vibrant life. Every deep, clean breath is a step toward better health. Meet Sarah, a graphic designer with adult-onset asthma who lived next to a busy city road. Despite medication, she woke up every day with a tight chest and cough, relying on her inhaler constantly. Air quality alerts were a daily source of anxiety. When a job took her to a small coastal town, she noticed gradual but profound changes. Her morning cough faded, and she needed her inhaler far less. She could finally enjoy walks on the beach and felt more energetic. Lung tests confirmed her improvement. Her lungs were healing. Sarah's story shows the direct link between air quality and lung health. Sometimes the best medicine is simply breathing cleaner air. Can clean air save your lungs? The evidence says yes. Clean air is a powerful tool for preventing and managing chronic lung diseases. For children, it helps lungs develop fully. For those with illness, it calms inflammation and reduces flare-ups. As Sarah's story shows, a cleaner environment can transform lives. Clean air should be seen as essential medicine, not a luxury, but this isn't just an individual responsibility. It requires collective action. Policies for cleaner energy, better transport, and greener cities are crucial. Protecting our lungs means protecting our planet and our future. Think about the air you breathe every day. Does it help or harm your lungs? Check your local air quality index and make choices to protect yourself on high pollution days. Share your experiences and talk about air quality with others. Awareness leads to action. Advocate for cleaner air in your community and support policies that prioritize lung health. Use resources from organizations like the British Lung Foundation to stay informed. Your lungs work for you every moment. Give them the clean air they deserve. Together, we can demand and create a healthier future. Breathe well.